Hello everyone, this is Arlene Mendez and today we're going to bake Spanish bread, one of the breads that my kid like, and of course it's also my favorite. So we are going to start the process, and these are the ingredients that we are going to use, plus of course on here we also have the ingredients for filling, plus of course topping for Spanish bread. So let's start the process. Okay, let's start first with the flour. We have the 3.5 cup flour, so I'm going to just put it here because this is already pre-mixed. And of course, you can also use bread flour or all-purpose flour, whatever you have. And instead of the regular yeast, we're going to use the instant yeast. So we're just going to put it here because if it's the regular yeast, you have to put it in a lukewarm milk. But this time we're just putting it all together with the flour. And we have the sugar. So we're just putting all together the dry ingredients first and mix it a bit. So there you go. And we have the salt. I am putting everything here in the mixer because instead of doing it by hand, we're just using the mixer to knead the dough. And we're going to make a well now, and we are going to put the egg, one beaten egg, and also the butter. So we have the 2 tablespoon butter. If you don't have the butter, you can also use the margarine. And of course, the 1 cup milk. And also, if you don't have the milk, you can also use the regular, just the water itself will do it. So this is the fun part of it, the kneading, because what I like with the mixer, we don't have to use it or use our hands. So we're just going to cover this and let it stay here for between 8 to 10 minutes, and make sure that you lock before starting. So we're just gonna knead it for 8 to 10 minutes. You start slowly, and once everything is mixed, then you can, there you go. So as you can see here, and then you start, you again put it under 2 because before it was just stirring, and so now we are putting it in 2, and then next we're just gonna put it under medium and let it stay here for 8 to 10 minutes. So we will be right back. So now that we are done with the dough, like for 8 minutes it's been in the mixer, and we are going to just remove it, so at least we can let it rise for 30 minutes. So there you go, we're just removing it from this. We have a perfect dough in here. We are just going to let it rise again. So this is how it looks like right now. So we are just putting a bit of like butter here, just make sure that you put a bit of butter so it doesn't stick there. As you can see, this is really nice, and we have to put it here in the bowl, and there you go. Then we can just cover this with cloth for at least 30 minutes. And while we're doing this or waiting for it to rise, we are going to make the filling. While we're waiting for the dough to rise for 30 minutes, we're going to make the filling. We have here the butter, 1/2 cup butter, and we are just going to turn this on. That's this so it doesn't splatter. And make sure to lock your equipment or your mixer. We are going to cream the butter for 1 minute, and then we will start adding the sugar. Let's add the sugar. Let us now add the crumbs. These are the bread crumbs. We're just trying to mix this all together. Our Spanish bread will be really good with this because this is the filling. So this is the filling we have, and I'm going to get now the dough so we can cut it, and we'll start putting this in the dough. So then we're going to bake the Spanish bread. So we have here the dough that I let it rise for at least 30 minutes, and this is how it looks like right now. So what we're going to do is cut this into 2 pieces so it's easier for us to roll. We have the cutter here. It's really nice. There you go. So let's set aside the first one, and then we're just making it into a log, or shaping it into a log. Then we'll cut it into pieces. So we have there. It's going to be really good. So that's, and so this we have. So we're going to get one here, and then we have to flatten the dough so we can put our filling. You can actually also use, if you have a small rolling pin, you can also use that to make it easier. So there, and we have here our filling, and this is going to be really good. So we're just gonna flatten this too. Just, I love to have lots of filling, so we're just gonna fill it more there. This is going to be delicious. And then you just have to roll this, and of course the last one you gonna make it like just pull it, then it lock, and there, this is just one, and we're going to put it here. Make sure that the end is facing the baking pan, so at least it doesn't open when you're baking it. So I'm just doing the same thing, the same process until we have everything done, and we are going again to let it rise for at least. Now we're going to put some crumbs in here before we bake it. So we're just gonna roll everything in our breadcrumbs, and then we're going to put it in the oven for 15 to 18 minutes, and I will show you again the outcome after. This is now the outcome of the Spanish bread that I just did. If you like my channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you will be updated with my next upload. This is Arlene Mendez, and as always, God bless us all.